What's up? What's up? What's popping? Hey man, we back, man. Part 2 with Ace. It's NateDoggSac916, man. Hit the like, the subscribe, the notification bell. I'm not even gonna hold you because I know y'all want to hear what happens next, right? So we're gonna get right back into it, man. You was just getting into talking about your first adult case.
Yeah. So basically, as I was saying, my first case ended up on WAP. Me just again trying to be on some young dumb stuff. I ended up getting into it with somebody and trying to rob them, and I ended up putting my hands on them, so I got assault. And
I mean, don't cut no corners. Would you beat a nigga up? Or I mean,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I went in his pockets,
Okay. So you stripped him.
Yeah. But
right.
we were arguing for a minute, and I was, trying to avoid it, but I was young at the time, so young,
Right.
I got something to prove on, on my shoulders, so yeah. I just started hitting him, and so I tried to run, and the police caught me down the street, trying to go back to the house, and they caught me, booked me, I ended up in the county in Sacramento. And then they sent me to the branch out here. So
okay. So how long did you have to stay in the branch?
Altogether, I did about almost 8 months.
Okay, so basically a county lid, a year.
Yeah, county year.
Okay, county year is 8 months in our county. If he caught it in Sac, I know he did a county year. That's 8 months.
Yeah,
easy. So while you were there, something else happened while you were there. That's really important in your life.
I had my son. My son was born while I was locked up.
Okay.
My oldest, my firstborn, he was born. It was that was probably the worst time, for like the first couple months, because I knew I was coming home when I knew he was born, so I was anticipating, going home. I was antsy, so like, for the last couple months I was down, I was always on my bunk, sleep, trying to sleep it away,
right.
Trying to make sure I stay away from any problems,
right.
But like, but antsiness brings, anything will get on your nerves, at that time, so certain things would get on my nerves, so being antsy and wanting to go home, basically everything was getting on my nerves. Anybody talking to me or just the slightest bump, everything was just getting on my nerves. So for a minute I thought I wasn't gonna come home because
was you scraping shit? You started scraping shit?
Just getting into fights for a little bit, so I was actually lucky not to get caught. It's kind of hard being in there, with a guard tower right there.
Okay. Oh, you was on the honor side or you was on the other side?
No. They got the little glass up there and they could see everything.
Oh, okay. Oh, you was in like CBF or SPF?
No, I was in JCAF, what they call the.
Oh, that's the new thing. Yeah, I wasn't there before. They didn't have that when I was there.
Thunder pods, that's what they call them. Everybody's fighting and shit over there.
Okay.
But I ended up getting jumped because of my attitude by two others. And it kind of went up from there.
They mix you, or you handed your shit?
No. The first one we was going,
right.
But, other dude thought he had to protect his homie.
Okay.
Came up behind me, but other than that,
it
I
goes
was handling
down.
my thing.
Yeah.
And then it went up from there, me running black in the pen, so being in jail, so it went up from there. But having my son, got out, was around my son for a couple months.
Yeah.
And I'm right back at it, right back in Stockton, doing the same old shit, different day. In a car without a license, guns in the car, trying to go to a party in a whole nother city and just thinking, I'm Billy Badass, and it wasn't one gun this time, it was, man, like, shotguns, 2 pistols, big, upgraded, but I thought it was cool to have those in the car and, go to this party, thinking that there was going to be problems and having guns,
right?
Knowing I have an attitude issue, at that time. Right. So I went to a little kickback, and they ended up having a kickback in a parking lot, And you know, we driving around the parking lot trying to talk shit to people and, you know, start primes. Man, police pull up. I try to get up out of there, and man, they pulled me over. So when I try to get out the car, I try to run, and they weren't having it. Slammed me against the car. You know, typical questions. Why'd you run? Is there something you need to tell me what's in the car? Blah blah blah. You know, I told them, you know, there's guns in the car. You know,
Right.
So, they said, "What you know?" Took my ID. My wallet was in the center console. Took my ID and shit, and basically, it was, it was, it was dumb. You know, me being dumb. You know, I should have been with my son, but instead I'm doing that.
Yeah, we learn lessons after we make mistakes. You know what I mean?
And I ended up getting convicted of 13 felony counts, felon or addict, felony counts of having 13 firearms.
13
with already a prior strike for a violent charge. So they guaranteed me pen time. As soon as the little, you know, public defender came, you're going to the pen. I can tell you that now. There wasn't
no chance, huh?
No, everything was loaded. So he was like, there's bullets and everything.
Right.
I said, yeah, you got the report, you know, and he's like, we're going to the pen, you know, like eyebrows raised, like the whole nine. He was just like, you're going to the fucking pen.
I don't know.
You know, but it was like, that was another time where it's like, dang, like, okay, county, I could do county.
Yeah.
I could do juvenile hall.
Now y'all sending me to the big house.
Ooh, like,
what?
I know I knew, like, you know, my older brother's there. You know, my family, multiple family members have been there. You know, pops.
Yeah.
You know, my cousin, you know, right here, you know. So it was just, it was nerve-wracking, you know, like damn, I'm going to the pen, you know, and and at the first like, I mean, me just being in my cell, and then I went to the pods in San Joaquin County, and I'm with, you know, everybody else. I kind of just secluded myself, you know, I'm overthinking everything. Damn, I'm going to the pen, you know, what's gonna happen? I heard this story, you know, how can I maybe get some shorter time? You know, I know I got a strike, they're gonna double me up, you know. So right away I start trying to take classes. You know, I heard that, you know, getting your GED, which I got, take some time off. So I ended up getting that in prison, you know. But I'm not gonna lie, at first I damn near, man, poop my pants. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, just hearing stories.
It's real. It gets real. Man, it gets real. Okay, so they send you to prison.
Yeah.
What level yard did they send you to?
I was at first at a level 2.
Oh, they sent you to level 2?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So it was pretty kicked back then. It was pretty relaxed, kind of.
Well, with the older cats, you know.
Okay. The youngsters were still turned up.
Yeah, everybody want, you know, they gotta prove something.
Yeah.
A lot of on the yard I was at, a lot of younger.
What prison did they send you to first?
So I did Tracy as my reception.
Yeah, that's reception, right?
In G Wing, and then I went to. I ended up mainlining there first.
Oh, okay.
They had a delay on my bus, so I mainlined there to make room in reception.
Okay.
And then I ended up going to Solano level 2.
Solano.
And you know, it was cool. D yard.
Okay.
It's on D yard, and it was cool, you know. But the youngsters, you know, turned up, seeing fights, and you know, little group. I didn't see no riots or nothing like that. You know, it wasn't on, you know, nothing like that. But it was just kids, you know, younger cats jumping each other.
Yeah.
You know.
YA shit.
Yeah. You know, kids coming out with busted eyes, you know, lip cut open, and, you know, the worst thing I seen was actually from the Latinos, man. Dude's whole face, I guess he told or whatever.
Oh, he had a rat scar?
Yeah, they cut his whole face.
Here? Okay,
you know? And, they cut him on both sides. One like right here, and the other one he was like across the whole like nose all the way down.
Okay.
And it looked like his nose was about to fall off, you know. And that, I'm not gonna lie, that put, you know, like, dang, it's real.
Put shit in perspective.
Yeah, like, man.
So how long did you do total in prison? That time.
This time I did a little bit under 2 years.
Okay,
After I got a lot of time taken off by doing I did classes I didn't even need.
Okay, so a little less than 2 years for a Crip.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you at least had one incident.
Oh yeah, I had a few.
At least one incident. I mean,
not gonna lie, I lost 2 fights in there.
You lost 2 fights,
man.
Okay. Oh,
I actually,
okay. Salute, hey man, salute for. Hey, everybody don't be honest at the fact that they lose fights. You know what I mean? Everybody come on these YouTube channels and stuff like that. Like, oh, I'm Billy Badass. I ain't never lost a fight. I lost hella fights in my life.
Yeah,
what I mean? But I just didn't lose none in prison. But I lost hella fights.
Yeah, no, I lost 2 fights. I fought a bigger dude. He was also a Crip too.
I think it must have been hella big. Cause you ain't no little dude.
I'm big now, but
you wasn't this big.
Going to prison, okay. I wasn't big like this.
Yeah,
so I ended up fighting a dude from down south.
Okay.
And at first, he was a buff dude. He wasn't like he was skinny. He was hella buff.
Right.
He's been down for like 10 plus.
Ooh, OG too.
Yeah, but he ended up getting on top of me. And I got in 4 fights total. Lost 2, won 2.
That's an even score. That's 500 in every book I looked at.
Yeah,
but 50-50. It's better than a losing record. That's an even record.
I didn't run from nothing.
But you didn't run from no smoke.
No. So
okay. You say your older brother was at the same institution as you?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever end up on the same yard?
Yeah, I ended up it seemed like every fight I got caught. Every fight I'm getting 115.
Right. Oh, so you end up going up.
Yeah. So at first my points were level 2. But I was still borderline because of my prior case as a robbery.
Okay.
So I had about 4 points less than a level 3. And then at my yearly, they sent me to the 3 yard.
Okay.
So I ended up going to B yard first, second. And then I asked them, I'm asking my counselor and everybody like, man, can you just send me to A yard,
Right.
Because I knew my brother was there. Not telling them, but just telling them, send me to A yard, So they end up sending me there, and I end up seeing my brother on A yard, Solana, level 3. So it was cool. He kept me there. He kept me out of any problems.
And anybody who on my channel know who his brother is, Free Abzilla, Free Ab, my cousin Ab. Y'all know what it is. It's the same one y'all saw me go and do the march for. Yeah, it's my cousin Ab.
Yeah.
But so. You eventually come home.
Yeah.
You eventually come home after you're a little less than 2 years.
Yeah.
And please, people, don't think that any one day of time is time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And one day in prison is half of y'all wouldn't even understand unless you're there. Nobody would understand it unless they're there. You heard the man say he'd been through juvenile and all this other stuff, but when he got to prison and seen that Mexican come out with his face all sliced up, that changed the game.
Hearing stories too, about dude dying on level 3 before I even got there, so, and also, man, first going to prison, you sign your life away legitly. They give you that paper saying you might not make it home.
Yeah.
And you have to sign that consent.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't sign that, they sending you to a PC yard or, I don't know where they're gonna send you, but
so you end up getting out.
Yeah.
You come home. So what have you been doing since you came home to better yourself in your position?
I'm not gonna lie, I've been lagging on trying to get my everything together, but recent little circumstances I've been clear ahead,
That's right.
And just good news, just got a job today, start next week. My cousin took me there. So
I was there.
Waited a whole hour. Wasn't even supposed to be that long.
I waited in the parking lot for an hour, mad than motherfucker.
Yeah, text my phone talking about
you better come on,
bruh.
Bruh, where you at?
But yeah, so I got a job and during the day, and then I got a part-time job at night. So I just recently had a daughter, 2 as well, August 29th. And yeah, so shout out to my girl, Shelby. She's been there for me, keeping me in line as much as she can, as well as my cousin. He always tells her, call me if you ask up. So today,
fuck that nigga up.
Today I got my job.
I keep telling her.
And he ain't lying.
I'm big cousin. Don't y'all know? He'll tell you this shit ain't fake. This shit is real.
Yeah.
The nigga fuck up, I'll put that nigga in a chokehold. I love him enough. I DP him. It's nothing. He know the rules.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what else you got going on? Tell him about the dogs, man.
Yeah. So I just started a kennel. You know, I got 2 bullies. Black Diamond Kennels.
Black Diamond Kennels. Make sure y'all watch for it. It's coming
soon.
Gonna start an IG page soon. Check it out.
I'm about to be having another litter, so I'm actually gonna push this litter to actually base my foundation. So you know, get everything going. So keep me, you know, look out for my YouTube page coming.
Black
IG,
Diamond.
You know, Black Diamond Kennels.
Yep.
And
remember,
you know, and support me on that, you know.
Facts.
And watch my movement and my growth, you know. And
if you have one thing before we end this video, if you could talk to, you said you caught that first case when you was 12 or 13?
12.
So if you could talk to 12-year-old Anthony or any other 12-year-old young men that are in that same kind of situation out there, and if you can give them any, matter of fact, we talked to a 12-year-old today.
Yeah.
What would you say on video? Don't say the youngster's name, though, that we talked to.
Yeah.
But what would you say today if you could talk to a youngster that may be thinking about going the wrong way in life?
You don't get lucky and have, you know, like me, before the gang banging and stuff, me and my friends were, you know, my homies, you know, we were friends before that. So I was lucky enough to have, you know, friends that, you know, were there. You know, not everybody has that. Most of these dudes, you know, don't care about you. You leave, you're never gonna speak to them until you come home. That's if you come home, depending on what you did, you know, or if somebody doesn't get you in the pen, you know. So I advise anybody that's 12, 13, 14, that's just starting, where, you know, you're going to high school, and that high school really represents your life for the rest of your life, you know. Nerd, there's nothing wrong with being a nerd. There's nothing wrong with getting straight A's. There's nothing wrong with being a B average student. You know, there's nothing wrong with being a C average either. But, you know, stick to it, you know, stay in school, you know. There ain't nothing wrong with getting a GED either, you know. But, you know, when you stay in school and you stay dedicated to it, you go to college, you know, you feel better about yourself, you know. A lot of people that I've noticed, you know, my cousin included, he got out, came home, and he's doing really well. But if people chose a different path, you know, there's a lot of things that could have been different, you know, a lot of things, you know. So I advise anybody that, you know, started when I started, or even thinking about starting at my age, when I first was there, don't do it, you know. You know, turn that homie, you know, and, you know, talk to him and say, look, we better than this, you know. It only takes one person to change a whole environment. So, you know, be that one person. Be different, you know. If everybody's wearing Jordans, man, put some Vans on. Be different. You don't gotta follow the leader, you know what I'm saying? Be the leader, you know, be a positive leader. So that's what I would say.
Well, there it is, man. Y'all have it, man. My interview with Ace. Don't forget to look out for Black Diamond Kennels coming soon. I will follow up when he creates all of his information and post it for you guys on my community page. Y'all know what it is, man. If you don't do nothing else in life, man, stay loyal, man.